They're my little action figures. I'm going to have to move a second. It's morphin' time. Hello and welcome to my channel. I know I've not done a video for ages and I'm sorry about that if you're following along. But yeah, I was burnt out. Absolutely burnt out. I had 2 days where I didn't list. Obviously my store has suffered as a result of that. But yeah, I was burnt out, and it wasn't like I didn't have the discipline or I wasn't motivated to get the 2 listings done. So I pulled the stuff to get listed, but I couldn't see the screen, and I was trying to do my shipping. I was just, you know what, I need some time. I had a 8,500 word essay to write for my level 4. I've done that now. I'm going to try and be a bit more consistent with the videos, but I'm thinking maybe like once a week. You know what I mean? For now, until the MVQ4 is finished, which is about 6 months away. So yeah, I've been focusing on that. Had some great sales though. Sold this tent here. I paid £10 for this. Got over 95 quid I think back on that. Oh, and this tent I spent another tenner on. This sold as well. It's like a draft beer dispenser. I paid nothing for that actually. That was a free pickup. Sold for 240, but I sent an offer out. I think it was 15% off, so 204. I think I got after fees and postage about 106. I sold a keyboard from the car boot. That sold. That tested and did work. If you watched the car boot video, I got 40 quid for that. I didn't have the, what do you call it, the the plug for it, but it tested and worked with batteries, so that was good. So that sold, and yeah, loads of other stuff sold. I'll do a sales video at some point and show you guys what sold. I know I haven't done an income statement one yet. I will do one for April sometime in May, but I probably won't do one for May or June. I think like I'll do them every quarter, so sort of every 3 months, because I'm not really getting much interaction from the videos. The views are quite low on them. The views are quite low anyway in general on my channel, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, drop a comment, let me know if you want me to continue to do it month to month. If not, I will change it to quarterly. Yeah, over the 4 quarters. But I will do an April one though, because that would be my first quarter, oh dear me, since doing this eBay journey. So I just want to say as well, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. That would really help the algorithm, really help my channel as well, help me grow. It'd be nice to get some new followers, you know, it'd be awesome to do that. So that'd be good. You can do that. It's been lovely. The weather has been beautiful. I've had a few opportunities recently come up. There was the Cons Club across the road. They offered me rental of a room there. Not that big enough for what I'm doing. And it was £50 a week. But I had a look at the money and the budget and stuff. And yeah, I can't really afford that just yet. But I know that there's room available there. They had another room as well, which was like, I think it was over £100 a week. But it was massive, like it was so huge. Yeah, like my little bit of racking would have just got lost in it. But it's nice to know that there is potential out there for future prospects. But yeah, I've been so tired, and I was trying to push myself, and it wasn't actually until I watched Nick Hill's live video. He was talking a lot about, you know, it's my business, it's your business, you know. You can't compare yourself to other people. If you compare yourself to other people, it robs you of your joy, you know. It takes away the value of the why, you know. It takes away that why really, and you just end up chasing somebody else's vision, you know. It's important to, I think for me, to have your own vision. And I thought, you know what, it's my business, I'm going to take these 2 days. So that's what I did. That was like about a week ago. And like last night, I got a Chinese and watched a film. I haven't watched TV for ages. What did I watch? Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine. It was hilarious. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm just popping up really, just giving an update there. I mean, would you have took the room for 50 quid a week? I mean, it's a good price. Maybe like in the next quarter I could do that. I have got it organised quite well in my room now. I mean, it was getting so bad in there. Boxes everywhere, stock everywhere, bags over the floor. Stuff was falling off the top shelf. Like I just couldn't cope with it for a bit. So I just took that time and I've all reorganised it. It's all sorted out now. I've just got to do some paperwork. Like I've got my mushroom containers. Let me see them right on the table there. So I'm going to go through the receipts and then sort of file all that. And just enjoy myself, really, because that's why I do this. You know, this was about enjoyment. This is about earning extra money to spend on my children, you know, on holidays and day trips and stuff like that. Because like all my other money, like my salary, is kind of accounted for. You know, it's kind of like my bills, my maintenance, and you know, that kind of stuff. I don't get really much left on the back end. I've got a mortgage in principle, so I'd like to get a bit of deposit up together for that as well. And like I got to look, and it's important, I think, when you're doing eBay, when you're setting up a business, is the why. Like, why do it? Do you know what I mean? I think like if you chase other people's dreams, you kind of like you lose vision of your own why, and it becomes a chore. You know, you need to be able to make the own decisions for your own business to achieve the business model that you want and to achieve the whys that you want. Do you know what I mean? So what is my whys? I'm going to get a whiteboard, probably not in this room, I'll put it in the hall, of the whys of why I'm doing this. You know, number one why is to get some money for a deposit up together. Phone cut out there. So yeah, why? So the second why for me is, you know, like I was saying, getting some money up together for a deposit to put towards my house. Don't need to go into figures for that. Yeah, take the kids away on holiday. You know, that's a massive why for me. Being able to book a holiday without having to worry about the money, where the money's coming from, and take the kids away, you know, and go abroad or whatever, or anything like that. Or even just at the coast for a long weekend. Do you know what I mean? And be able to do that with no sort of qualms and everything. You know, that's my why. That's my motivation. You know, and realistically, I mean, also I think it's important to have a number. You know, what sort of number you want, your own personal number. And also when it comes to selling, what do I want to sell? What really floats my boat? Do you know what I mean? When selling stuff, you know, I like selling camera equipment. I enjoy that. I like selling toys. Like I love selling toys. That's like my favorite thing to sell is toys. You know, and I don't have to sell. I don't like clothing, so I'm not going to sell clothing. I'm not going to buy 100 Hoovers. Do you know what I mean? It's not kind of what gets me. Do you know what I mean? I have to look as well at kind of like how much I want on my return. You know, I think as a part-time eBay reseller, I think £500 a week net profit is achievable. £2,000 a month net, and I think that is achievable. It sounds really big, but it's okay to dream big. It's okay to have big vision, you know, and just put in small smart goals to do that. I mean, it's May now. I mean, we're on, what are we on? The 11th, and I've already taken nearly £300 net this month already. So I think like that's 11 days. You know, so I think 500 is achievable. Break that down to what it looks like a day. Break that down to what it looks at your ROI, what that looks like at your cost per unit, and then allow that to dictate your sourcing through your experience that you got, so you know what brings money in, you know, and that comes with trial and error. Like I've still made mistakes now, do you know what I mean? I've made many mistakes with postage and that, but they're learning curves. Like that, you know, like that keyboard I bought, you know, it was long, it was massive, man. I only made about 20 quid net profit on that, all in all. Well, I've sold things a lot smaller than that and it's made the same amount of profit. So I'm going to be a bit more selective, I think, on when it comes to sourcing. But I mean, £500 a week, it is a lot. You know, I had that opportunity. I don't know if I skipped that. I don't know if I already mentioned it because the video stopped. But £50 a week rental for a unit. Now, if I did decide to get a unit, say, you know, I have to put that in my gross income. Do you know what I mean? As an expense. And you know, you're selling more, you're going to be spending more on packaging. You're going to be spending more on stock for your reinvestment. So the, you know, the £500. So in order for me to get 500 net, I need to make 1,200 quid worth of sales. You know, 1,300 quid worth of sales once you take away your fees and all the overheads on top of that, you know. But that is achievable. It is doable. I believe it's doable. But it's important to have your own vision. It's important to make your own mistakes as well. Like, I watch all these other YouTubers, and I love a lot of them. Flipping Sloth, Jammy Dodger Resells, Nick Hills, you know, and they've got great stores. They've got their own way of doing things, you know. That's not me. That's not my vision. That's not my goal. If I start trying to chase their dreams, you know, I'm going to lose interest quick. It's going to take the joy out because I feel like I'm underachieving, or you start, or my pride and my ego will start to get bigger if I start to overachieve. And it's like, I don't want that either. You know, I think it's important to stay humble in this game, you know, and make your own mistakes. What sells for some people might not sell for you. And do you really want to sell what other people sell? I mean, it depends on your own why. If that's your why, then go for it. If, you know, money is important, but it's not the bees and ends all. It's quality of life that comes with it, for me anyway. I want to be able to open up more time and spend more time with my children, and to kind of have more adventures in, you know, while they're young, because their handprints on the TV get wiped off eventually and they don't return. Do you know what I mean? The small handprints don't last forever. I'm just checking the video. I can just rant on about that for ages. Just checking how much, because I know my phone's full. I only had 8 minutes on this, so I hope it don't cut out. Right, let's have a look at some of the charity shop pickups I done today. Let's go and have a look at that. I'll just go get them. So I'm just really conscious of time, because I literally have no memory on my phone. I've got like about 2 minutes to show you everything I bought, which I'm not going to be able to go through, but I'll give you an idea. This is a camping stove, which is really cool. Some blank media, this little Disney cup for £1. Bought that, and this lovely big bag here. I paid £55 for this. Just show you what they are. And it is these cast iron tractors. They're fantastic, aren't they? See, this is what I love to sell. This is my why. I mean, look at that. I mean, this whole bag is full of this. These tractors, you know. They're individually priced, but I managed to get a deal. There's loads in here. Absolutely loads of these tractors. I mean, they are wow. Look at that. I mean, that is... I absolutely love that. Look at that. That is sexy, isn't it? I get excited about these little things, you know. There's so many in it. I want to get them all out and show you them all, but I know I'm not going to have time on this video. But yeah, there's loads. Look at that. Wow, that is pretty epic, isn't it? I don't know how much. I paid £55 for the whole bag. There's loads in there, literally. And I bought a few things in here as well. So these pots. It's a good brand. Yeah, it's a good brand. What's it called? Renner. I'm quite happy with it. Yeah, so that's full of sort of pots and that. I think the Renner go for about 30 quid or something. But yeah, that is the main win for me. Is these cars. I might set them up for the thumbnail though. There's another Renner pot in there as well. But they are lovely, aren't they? Right, I've got a minute left, guys. A minute left. I'm not going to be able to show you them all. If you want me to do a video on this stuff that I bought, this stuff, thumbnail maybe, I will do. Just drop me a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for listening to my rant. Catch you later. Bye for now.